Agreed.
I've got like 7 of them.
You do?
Yeah?
Fuck no.
What? Oh,
I do have one, but I think it's probably even lower quality.
Alright, here we go. Quiet, guys.
We got it on sale when Staples was going out of business. Office Max.
That'll work. Excellent. Here we go. That's right. Now is the time to open your mind. In our search for the unknown, who knows what we will find? This is Emergency Exit. I am your host, Los, and with me, as always, is Nick, E before I, Ryder, and big brass balls, Brandon Mitchell. Thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah.
Also,
Of course. I mean,
guess who joins us today? The lovely Lemon joins us once again.
Thanks for having me, Los.
Thanks for being here.
Crew.
Well, I was fighting it. I was really against it, but, you know, Lo said, so we have to follow.
Well, I mean, he invited me over, you know, to listen to what you guys had to talk about.
What are we talking about today?
Well, we don't know.
We just don't know.
We don't know yet.
I guess you gotta wait. We gotta
creepy
wait for
shit.
my intros. I guess Let's
Yeah.
do it. This is episode 34. Today is May 16th, 2017. We are broadcasting to you again from our emergency exit underground base. Thank you for finding us.
Is it a deep
again.
underground military base? Is it a dumb?
It's a dumb.
Nice.
We are pretty dumb.
All
Well,
right.
yes, no, to the camera.
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Today's Brew World Order, getting right up into that Brew World Order.
Should we just hold the case up?
Hold that case up. Ballast Point sent us this case from the market. They actually sent it to the liquor store up the street. And
they did. They sent it to us via the liquor store.
and we had to go get it from. So they sent it to us that way.
They require pickup.
It's Sculpin
Right.
IPA.
They only deliver so far.
Special order.
It was special ordered. Ballast Point IPA from San Diego, I believe. Is it
It is. You know, Coach is San Diegan.
Coach.
So she knows all about the Ballast
Sculpin,
Point.
right? That's right.
Surely she does.
She
Shirley.
damn well better.
No, her name is Elise, not Shirley.
Oh.
That's right.
But
All right, so
San
it
Diego beer.
a little bit about it. It's got 7% alcohol by volume, which I
Damn!
find very good.
Right.
7%?
The refrigerator
Oh my
door
goodness,
is
you're
open. Can you
right.
close it? That's that sound.
No.
See, my refrigerator makes a sound when
Is it running?
when
Could
it's
you, yeah,
when
could
it's
you
running,
say that it's running?
and it is running, and you're just giving away energy right now, which I think we should talk about some free energy one of these days. I want to get into that.
Yes.
All right,
Thank you. Thank you for catching it.
Lemon.
Yes.
What do you think about this beer? Anything you want to talk about this beer?
Well, you see, the reason why this beer is so important to me is because of how I've experienced the first taste of it.
How did you get the first taste of
Well, it was before I moved here to Austin.
Where were you was at this time?
Where I was Lubbock, Texas.
it? Love
Oh.
it. Texas.
Yeah, that's where I lived. But
I'm
sorry. I
We can
didn't
call it
actually-
Uranus.
or we can call it Lubbock, Texas.
Or we could call it. I mean, they're similar.
Yeah.
And okay, so I was living there at the time, but actually I tried it whenever I third time to Austin, Texas. And I went to the seafood joint, and I have no idea at this point what it actually was named, but at the time I thought it would be delicious. So I went there and just told them to pick me like an IPA on tap. So they picked it for me. And I tried it. I'm like, oh my God, this is delicious. And I may or may not have been like sober during this whole encounter. So I was, eating to please myself.
Eating to please yourself. I understand.
What an odd phrase.
Eating to please?
Eating to please.
Yeah.
I was eating to please, as
Eating to
in...
please.
Yeah.
Yeah, eating to please.
Eating to please.
Eating to please.
Eating to please and then please.
That's right.
Well, okay.
All right.
Anyways, go
I
ahead.
just took
yeah.
it there. Sorry. So, had it. It was delicious. I leave, and then, like, the next morning, I'm like, what was that beer I was drinking last night? Like, it was so good. And my friend's like, well, we went to, like, the seafood place around the corner. I'm like, which seafood place? Where do we go?
Wow.
I was, like a fucking sophomore in college, in 2008. And so, and
she looked at me so strongly when she said that. Like,
because I'm like,
I'm not
that's why.
Yeah, because fuck you. That's why.
I wasn't even there.
And that's right.
That's right.
I have nothing to do with this.
That.
I was in LA at the time.
You're across from me. How can I not?
Okay, that's fair.
I mean,
Go back to where you came from.
Lubbock, Texas.
Yeah, so I spent 4 years in Lubbock. But anyways, I couldn't remember. My friend was like, it's around the corner. It's fine. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, how am I
Like, you
supposed to
can go
remember?
back and see.
Around the corner. Yeah, but I don't even.
You don't know which corner?
I don't remember which corner it was. But that was then. And so moved here. Went to that place, didn't realize it. Long story short, drank the beer and I realized it. I remembered the taste.
You just remembered it.
Did
It brought
you-
back a
Because
memory.
And it was like the
has-
clouds parted and this beam of light shone down.
Well, it was
and
like
angels
everything all
sang.
of a
And it's like,
sudden.
oh, the beer. The beer, Elwood, the beer.
Everything all of a sudden makes sense.
Yeah.
So...
Your journey is complete.
And it was so great because I had this person with me that was actually the same person that I talked about earlier.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Your jogging partner.
It was my
Well, they didn't hear that.
Yeah.
They didn't
the
hear
people
what
on
we
the
were
head.
talking about.
We'll save that for another time.
Yeah.
And so basically
Lemon and this person that she had beers with liked to jog a mile.
well, turns out now we're married.
And now you're
And
married.
he's the one that took me to that place.
That's
okay.
right.
And
There you
made you
go.
rediscover Ballast Point.
Full
Ballast
circle.
point.
Sculpin
Full
IPAs.
circle.
All right, for the brew order.
Another
Okay, so
success
out of a
story.
scale of 1 to 5, that's right, and there's all these in betweens and decimal points. What would you rate this out of a 1 to 5, that's right scale? Lemon.
Well, first of all, I feel like I need to tell everyone the flavors.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
Apricot.
totally skip that. We had a beautiful
Hang
story,
on.
but
Let me just...
what kind of flavors are you getting out of
read it.
this?
Well, I know what flavors I'm getting out of it because I know of them. Peaches, apricot, mango, and lemon.
Oh,
That's right. That's right.
Oh, because their name's Lemon.
Yeah!
I just got that.
Boy. Another toast.
All right.
Yeah.
So
All
out of a 1 to
right.
5 scale of that's right, what do you got?
Today's episode is going to be nothing but us just toasting constantly. That's what.
That's number 2. Here, I'll get a counter up.
Okay. I am definitely going to rate this a 5 being the highest.
5, that's right.
Of course.
Wow.
You know
That's
why?
right.
I mean,
This
this
is
whole
right.
experience.
This
was
is
my-
her.
That's right. That's right. That's
This is her white buffalo beer.
That's right.
The Great White Buffalo.
Oh, she got it.
You
She's
got
quick
it.
on those references. I gotta step up my pop culture reference game around her.
You definitely do. She knows
She
some
catches
pop-
this shit.
She millennial over here.
I was born in 89.
Oh, I got you beat.
Yeah, that's right.
You were born in 89?
I was born in 89.
Excuse me.
Wait,
Nick.
do I look younger?
I had no idea.
Most people think I look younger,
Yeah.
which is whenever you say, yeah.
All right.
You just got to practice
All right.
for when those situations arise.
I don't think I've ever been in that situation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. My dad told me about this one time whenever he was in this situation. When he goes, oh, when are you due?
Oh, that's awkward.
Ooh.
That's why you just don't say anything.
That's what
You
I'm
don't say
saying.
anything.
Yeah.
You just say, "You look great," and you leave it at that, and
There you
let
go.
them bring up whatever's happening.
Yes.
Yeah.
If they don't bring it up,
I-
it doesn't get mentioned.
Right.
Right.
like gender too, you can't do that anymore either.
Yeah.
Did you just
No, you
assume my
say-
gender?
You say they.
They.
Wait, not when you're talking directly to them.
Well, that's not the pronoun that they want to be
You
known as.
is what you say.
don't.
You.
Excuse me. Would they like a beer?
No, it actually
Will
is.
they do a shot with me?
It actually is no, but it actually is kind of weird that way. Because like one time I've asked this person if it I said she, and she was like, no wait, I asked her friend, and I was like, yeah, she, and he goes, well, but like they don't like to refer to a he or she pronoun.
Right. In third person contact, but if you were speaking directly to they, then what would you say?
And say yo,
Yo! Just find out their actual name, like Eric. What's going on?
In that case, could you get
I don't know why
away with
Eric.
being
Sorry,
like?
all Erics that listen.
Could
you mean they?
Yeah.
Could you get away with like dude? Like,
Yeah.
just as a unit?
Because
Of
dude is becoming a
course.
unisex
It is,
term
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
I called my mom dude the other day.
I
Yeah,
call
I mean,
I call
yeah, it
everybody
happens.
dude.
And
I
she
call my
goes-
4-year-old niece dude.
She goes, did you just call me dude? And I was like, yes, I did, because
Yeah,
you're
bro.
cool, man. Come on, you know? But I
Doc-
actually didn't respond. I didn't say anything back.
I've actually seen here in Austin. I see a lot more of they than I did back in Kansas, or
I would
at
imagine so.
other places around the state of Texas. Not a lot of theys in Texas, but in Austin for sure. And there's one that I see at Juice Land. Since I work for Favor, I'm at Juice Lands all over, and I don't know
Wait.
like at every single location. So I just.
I know, because,
Well, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just like
No. Like
It's like 5 or 6 times I've come
it's
across this
because
person
they're
now.
everywhere.
Like, do employees change locations a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that explains it then. It's just like it's like I go to these
There you go.
locations
They work at like, you
Oh,
know,
there
2 or
you
3
go.
different stores
all around
each person,
Austin. Like there's
because
the one down on
Did you
4th.
read
Juice Land's
said,
everywhere.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
It's like I'll be up on campus.
As in, go to more locations.
Yeah.
This Brew World Order's taking a long time.
Oh wait, sorry.
All right, Nick. Sorry to derail all y'all. I know we're having a good time here. This is a great time. Let's cheers. Well, let's a toast again here.
Oh, that makes
There
it
it
3. I
is.
can count.
That is 3.
Because I know he's making a toast count over here. So, Nick, what would you rate this beer? Anything to say about this before you rate it?
I gotta say, as I'm not generally an IPA fan, but this
I
one
know
doesn't
that.
have like the extreme hop or things that usually turn me off IPAs. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Well, maybe a 4. Okay, that's respectable. But maybe it's because you're getting more used to that. hop.
That could be it, or maybe
you're
this
getting
one
your-
has enough other fruity
Or maybe-
flavors like lemon and stuff.
No,
that,
but maybe it's
that
because
knock
it's
the
in a
hops down.
can. That's the thing. Is like
that's
you
true.
can really
Do you
drink.
think it tastes better out of a can?
No, I think no.
From the tap?
No.
Well, the vessel
it
changes the
definitely
taste a
does.
lot.
Always.
You have to get it from the source.
I feel
Right,
like
from
the
the-
preference in this beer is definitely from the sewers.
The seahorse?
The seahorse.
No,
The seahorse.
I was saying the
I mean, since it's a nautical themed
Seahorse.
beer, what they do is they actually get seahorse and just wring them out, and that's what makes the beer.
That's the thing,
From
is it is
seahorses.
a nautical beer.
It
They're
gives it a
literally
nice crunchy.
bringing
Yeah.
this in from the sea.
Where
to
in the
us.
fuck is this conversation going?
All right, okay.
We're wringing out seahorses.
You gave me a 4.
4. I'll give it a 4.
Brandon,
I'll give it a 3.7 repeating.
why?
Because it doesn't factor completely.
Well, that's
3.7.
obvious. Yeah, that one.
It's respectable.
But you know, I'm not too sure of the terminology, but it's very kind of like bitter. I guess is that hoppy? What
That's
makes
hop,
it,
bro.
Is that
It's
hop?
Yeah.
because you're drinking it out of a can. Like, we've got to get you.
Are we going back
But
there
you're still
again?
going to get the hop, man. You're
No,
still
like I
gonna
was
get-
saying, every vessel makes a thing taste different. Like if you have Mountain Dew from a can or from a bottle or from a plastic
Well,
bottle.
yeah,
or
it
from a
all-
fountain,
it all
like-
tastes
Either way,
different.
you don't want to be drinking Mountain
Well,
Dew.
okay, that was a sorry example, but
Why did you think of Mountain Dew?
because when I was a kid, a cold can of Mountain Dew was like the best tasting thing on the fucking planet. But when we'd go out to eat and I'd get it from the fountain, it was shit, and I couldn't understand, why. Why did this nectar of the gods taste like goat piss all of a sudden?
No, like,
And it's the vessel changes the taste completely.
I completely
Yeah,
agree.
I
I mean, yes,
That's happened to me before
makes
with
sense.
Shiner. Shiner out of a bottle, I don't like. But Shiner out of a can. Have you tried the difference?
I don't
No,
know that
I
I've
don't
ever
think
seen
so.
Shiner in a can.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I've seen it.
Shiner laying back down on the bar, just pouring the tap directly in your mouth is fucking great.
You've done that.
I'm sure that's
No,
the best
I've
way.
never done that.
But I'm
But it
sure.
sounds amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's definitely the best way. All right, Los, what is your rating on this?
Well, Sculpin actually makes one of my absolute favorites, and I think we actually did a Brew World Order
You mean
once
Ballast Point?
on, excuse me. Ballast Point does make my favorite beer, and it's actually in the Sculpin series
Ah, okay.
because it's Sculpin Grapefruit IPA.
Yes.
And that is one of my absolute favorite beers besides Thirsty Goat. And it's got
You
a
do love
great
the Thirsty Goat, that's
the
right.
hop is great. It's not too bitter, but it lingers on. and it's got the you taste the mangoes, you taste the, I think maybe apricot I taste in there, but there's
was that you just fell into?
Apricot, okay?
It's like a mixture of three different countries.
That's how you pronounce it.
But it was
shit, my bad.
It's so delicious going in, and it tastes even better when it leaves.
And even better coming out. Hey, would you say it tastes better when it leaves? Are you tasting it?
You might want to see a doctor.
Don't you judge me, motherfucker.
Are you tasting it on the way out, or are you Bear Grylls from?
But I also, along with Lemon, will give this a 5-star. That's right. God damn it. That's right. It's right next to it.
That's right. Okay, that's our entire show. It's been an hour and a half, everybody. We got through the Boo World Order. Thank you very much.
Took us a while to get through
Thanks for coming out.
All right. Well, today on the show, Brandon has got a new game we will play.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
new
I'm
game.
so excited.
But first,
we
hop into our time machine because we will visit a place that was a hotbed for poverty, vice, and wicked mustaches. Someone is on the hunt to kill some cunt.
Oh!
Sorry, Lemon.
I don't.
We will. Sorry,
didn't realize
sorry
you
about
were gonna
that.
say it, but it's fine. I'm not like offended. I just.
But
think
maybe
I was like, wait, oh fuck, he said it. I feel like a lot of people will be offended, but I
Sorry.
am
We've said
not
it
worried
before, I'm
about
sure.
it. Simply because the more you say it, the more it's like.
You're making it more beautiful.
Less.
Wait, play sparkles.
You want some sparkles here? Here you go.
Your sparkles after a surprise C-bomb.
All right. Well, someone's on that hunt, so we will dissect a gruesome murder spree. So let's travel back. We're gonna travel. We're traveling to the East End of London.
East End.
1888. The year of the Earth Rat, or year of the Three Emperors for you German listeners. That's right.
Wow.
Let's go to late August of 1888. Bucks Row, a district of Whitechapel. We meet Mary Ann Nichols, the low-rate whore.
Oh.
She worked at the local pub, perusing the scene every night. She was a working girl, trying to make ends meet. Well, it was a normal night in August when Mary, the low-rate whore, was brutally attacked.
How do you know she was low rate?
Because that's her actual name. You're like Roddy Piper.
Perhaps a deal gone wrong. She argues with a late-night John. A struggle ensues. As she tries to run away, her neck was slashed. She fell to the ground.
And
Her organs were then removed. Not just from her body, but also from the scene of the crime.
just from her body. What?
Never to be found.
Wait, what was never to be found?
Her organs.
Her liver.
Her womb.
We don't know yet.
It was her womb.
It was her womb. Fuck off.
In the next 5 days,
You can't say that.
the police will question all the local whores. Breakthrough! The whores all told a tale of a man called Leather Apron. For 1 year, he would threaten to beat and extort the whores. Scared for their well-being, most cooperated. So we're in late
All right.
August right now, and
So
we
we've
just
got-
witnessed the
Whoa.
killing of Mary,
We've
That
got
was really intense for
one
me.
dead working girl.
the low-rate whore.
It just made my heart beat really quickly.
I'm definitely a little bit.
So
scared.
they
I
found
think
they
it's
found
the
her dead
music.
with organs missing.
Yes. What organs were missing, Brandon?
All of them.
What do you mean all of them? He
Well,
took
technically the skin is.
he took some intestines and the womb,
or internal.
Oh.
but it don't matter, man,
Why?
because there's more killings a coming.
Yeah, that's the first one.
So
But of course it matters. This is how we
I
find
mean,
out
it
what's going on.
always matters. Someone's.
we're not looking
All right.
into these crimes too far because we just love telling the story of them mostly. we do have some accusations we will throw around. Let's go to September 8th.
That's such a lovely sound to go back into this horrific murder.
No, I think it should be like bottom.
Right.
Brandon, you got this one?
Yeah, I'll take
Here
this
we
one.
go.
September 8th, 1888. Annie Chapman. Annie Chapman was known to get around, both in bed and the streets, if you know what I mean. Hey-o. She was well liked among all who knew her. According to one, her only fault in life was that she had a thirst for drink.
Ooh. Cheers.
There it is.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Wait, are we all gonna die now?
Discovery.
Knowing all this makes it even harder to believe the manner in which she was killed on the morning of September 8th. Her throat was slashed, not unlike Mary Ann. It was later discovered that her womb had been cut out and removed.
Holy fuck, Beans, man. You,
Oh, wait,
there's
we're-
some more here.
Yeah.
Oh.
What did you do?
Oh, that's fine.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Her lifeless body was found in the backyard of 29 Hanbury Street, between a fence and the steps to the house. Her dress had been pulled up above her waist, exposing her red and white striped stockings.
Oh my.
She was left in a position that left the impression she was fighting for her life.
Oh man.
Gave me the chills, man.
Fucked up, man. And this is 1888.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
September 8th, 1888.
Late 1888.
Which, it's a lot of eights.
Yes.
I don't.
What do
not
you
that-
think it means?
We got a restaurant over here.
9, 8,
The
8,
Ocho.
8, 8, 8.
We
Oh,
got,
we got the restaurant that's 888
Yeah.
right over here.
delicious.
Place is
Give
pretty
me-
good.
Don't fucking go there.
Why?
You end up dead with your womb cut out, and your skirt lifted up above your waist.
Wait a minute. You
I'm
shouldn't say
fine with all of that because I have none of those. If that's what's gonna happen, then okay.
So these women now as I believe, times was hard.
that. Times was hard.
Times was hard at the East End of London at this
Now
time.
ain't that a bitch?
Times
Damn,
was
Skippy.
hard.
Sorry. So suffice it to say, these women weren't necessarily going into the nightlife for fun. Like, they legitimately had no other way to make a living.
That's right.
And
Yes.
What else
And-
is happening during 1888? Can we look that up? What else is happening during 1888? I think that matters.
it might. But I remember hearing, like, people couldn't afford rent, so they would rent out rooms to hundreds of people. And if you only had a few dollars, then you had to sleep, like, leaning against a clothesline that they had strung across the room. And they'd be, like, 30 people all standing there leaning against this clothesline to sleep. Because that's how poor and desolate everybody was. So these women were out trying to make money the only way they
Absolutely.
knew how and they
Yes.
could.
Mhm.
And apparently somebody has a big problem with solicitation and prostitution
Yeah.
because
Somebody,
he is
dude.
hacking them up and
He's
taking organs.
fucking pissed right about now, dude.
Right? But they're a victim of circumstances, what I'm saying. This is my outlook on it.
Well, there is a
You know, they're like forced into this lifestyle and now they're getting murdered for it, man. This
they
shit
don't
ain't
deserve
right.
that shit.
They don't deserve that shit.
A breakthrough happens. A letter happens to show up September 27th of 1888. A letter postmarked 2 days earlier, September 25th. The Central News Agency received a mysterious letter written in red ink. The handwriting looked quite nice.
We're going to put this picture up on our
No.
Instagrams or something so people can see
I
it.
think they won't see that. Don't worry about it. We'll get that later.
Well, not right now. I mean, just like up on sites and stuff
Oh,
so
of
they
course.
can see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yes, yes.
Nick, read this.
Oh, fuck. I don't remember what voice we went with.
It's like the Bane voice. Hold up.
Dear boss, I keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. I have laughed when they look so clever and talk about being on the right track. That joke about Leather Apron gave me real fits. I am down on whores, and I shan't quit ripping them until I do get buckled. Grand work the last job was. I gave the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work and want to start again. You will soon hear of me with my funny little games. I saved some of the proper red stuff in a ginger beer bottle over the last job to write with, but it went thick like glue and I can't use it. Red ink is fit enough, I hope. The next job I shall clip the lady's ears off and send him to the police officers just for jolly, wouldn't you? Keep this letter back till I do a bit more work, then give it out straight. My knife's so nice and sharp, I want to get to work right away if I get the chance. Good luck. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Don't mind giving the trade name. P.S. Wasn't good enough to post this before I got all the red ink off my hands, curse it. No luck yet. They say I'm a doctor now.
Dude, that is crazy. Wow. Dude, the Dear Boss letter is what that, you can look that up on
called the Dear Boss letter.
Yeah, that's right. So let's dissect this a bit.
Well, first off, you said it was going to be
She's got to look at that look on her face.
Sorry.
She was just amazed on how you read that, by the way. You read that gorgeously, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I opted out of Bane, which is how we rehearsed it, but...
Her dear boss.
Yeah, I had it... I'm not give you power over me. But I went away from Bane because I didn't think I could keep it up that long, so...
I shan't ripping them till I do what I believe.
So
he does it so great.
Like, what was that voice?
I am down on whores.
Jack the Ripper voice.
I don't know what that voice was called. It just seemed sort of like a calm, calculated psychopath is kind of what I was going for there.
And it also serves to show that he says a lot of really crazy stuff. The proper red stuff in a ginger beer bottle. And he's just like, he's got
right. So basically, he saved some blood, and he wants to write the letter in their blood.
He's like,
but it congealed before he could get around to using it.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not a doctor. If he was surprised by that, like a doctor would know that would happen.
This letter is actually written in red ink.
Right, because he
wanted to use blood, but it congealed before he could use it. And we also have yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Now this killer now has a name.
He named himself. Usually the press names him.
His name is Jack the Ripper. The killer now has a name. His name is Jack the Ripper. The killer now has a name. His name is Jack the Ripper.
Yeah, but
his name is Jack the Ripper.
But how do
you? His name is Jack the Ripper.
But how do you?
His name is Jack
Ripper. I barely know her. Oh, that's right.
All right.
I had to do it. But look, he's like, they say I'm a doctor now. Ha ha. He's obviously not a doctor, but he's dissecting these girls and cutting them.
Unless
and removing the wombs.
He's saying that to throw them off.
Well.
Like if I downplay the doctor thing, like they think I'm a doctor.
Well, I don't know.
But I actually am a doctor.
Believe
right. So he's
that
throwing them off.
they are thinking that he's fucking with them, but really.
Yeah, see, we have no idea how deep this rabbit hole goes.
We have no idea. Especially if you're going to take the time to write that kind of a letter.
I mean, that's a fucked up letter.
I mean, the way that you
dark.
said it, I was like scared almost, I feel like I was a little bit scared for my life.
Dude,
I have no knives on me.
Don't be scared.
But if I didn't like see you talking right now and I was like blind.
Okay.
And if I had heard that being said, I would have been like scared.
Scary. He did a great job on that.
Yeah. But only if I was blind.
Only if she was blind.
I mean, curtain? Nope. Blind.
All right. Well, I mean,
you got to respect.
All right. Let's travel to September 30th, 1888. Elizabeth Stride, or Long Liz the Whore, spent the last afternoon of her life cleaning rooms in the lodging house at number 32 Flower and Dean Street, where she had lived on and nearby Queen's Head pub at the junction of Fashion and Commercial Streets. At 1 a.m., looking into his yard, wispy-mustached Louis Dimschutz saw a figure lying on the ground close to the wall of the club. Leaning forward, he prodded it with his whip and tried to lift it. When this proved unsuccessful, he jumped down to investigate and struck a match to get a better view. It was a windy night, and that match was extinguished almost immediately.
How do they know it was windy?
Well, he is
Just like the song.
his account.
Everyone knows it's windy. The association.
No,
Well,
I get it.
Thinking that it might be his wife, he went into the club by the side entrance, and finding his wife safe, he told several club members.
Wait, so he ran to the bar to make sure his wife was in there and she was okay.
Yeah, well, pretty much.
Wait,
yeah.
is my wife dead? Oh no, she's in the bar. Cool. All right.
Well, then
Sorry, I just.
he told several club members, "There's a woman lying in the yard. I cannot say whether she is drunk or dead." Now, of course,
There are no hillbillies in London.
He's not, but yeah, I just don't do an English voice very well. Okay, I
all
just
right.
assume.
No, it's all right, man. It's our fantasy world. There can be British hillbillies,
That's right.
Brit
Who's to
billies,
say that there's not?
Brit billies, hill
Yeah.
Brits.
Ooh, yeah. With a name like that, they have to
Brit
exist.
billies.
Yeah.
But there weren't any Hillbrits like 1888.
Hillbirds.
You don't know.
I know.
You don't have to yell at her. Jesus.
I was just being extremely defensive.
Taking a candle, the wispied mustache Lou returned to the yard with several other club members. Now he noticed blood by the body, and those present winced in horror when they saw that the woman's throat had been cut. The club members seek help, and they soon find Police Constable Edward Spooner, sporting a sweet petite mustache. Well, the body was identified as Long Liz the Whore.
No, because I keep thinking was it something Lenore?
Nevermore?
Nevermore.
Well, no, there was like a Long Island Lenore or something. That's like a character.
Lot
I'm guessing that's
Lizard
what you're doing a
Lenore?
parody of.
Well,
So I'm assuming you're doing a parody of that. So every time I hear it, it's just sorry.
why do you got to ruin everything?
It's just
for?
cracking me up a little bit. So every time I chuckle when you're talking about this gruesome murder, and I'm over here chuckling, just trying to explain that a little bit. All right?
Validation.
Yeah, I'm not laughing. Oh, she got murdered, yo. It's Long Island Lenore.
Something else.
Lenore. Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go.
I think it's a valid point.
Thank you. Good point, bro.
Thanks, bro.
At more or less the exact moment of the body of Long Liz the Whore was being discovered, Kate, the jailed hooker, was being released from Bishop Gate Police Station in the city of London. At 1:44 a.m., the short-bearded police constable Watkins turned out on Leadenhall Street, strolled along Meter Street, and veered right onto Meter Square. And almost immediately he saw a sight that sent him reeling back in horror. Catherine Eddowes. You guys know her as Kate, now the newly freed from jail hooker. She was laying on her back in a pool of blood, with her clothes thrown up over her waist. Well, short-bearded police constable Watkins stated that, "I never saw such a sight. The body had been ripped open like a pig in the market. Similar to the second victim, her uterus was missing, as well as a kidney.
All right, so first off, every woman is some form of like
A hooker.
whore.
Yeah, so far it's
Which
all
I know
hookers.
that they were because he killed hookers, but the naming is what I'm saying. Like they're associated by some random thing, whore, and then all of the men are
what? I don't know.
Are notified by facial hair.
I don't know
what I'm saying here. I'm seeing the trends.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
That's the type of record that they kept back then.
Well,
because
how
back
you
then,
ever
Brit Billies.
the reason
You damn Brit Billy.
the reason why they're called whores, don't you know?
What is it?
Who are they?
Who are they?
Yeah. And so from there,
No whore.
Well, dissecting
I don't know
this,
how
we're
it
going
goes,
back
but your
here
mother's a
now.
whore.
think about it. Whenever you're like, y'all,
Right.
who are whore?
I don't know. I've never
That's
come across someone and be like, whore you?
who are you? Yeah, you have.
Whore are you?
Who are you?
All right, let me just like speed that up and underemphasize really quick. Whore you?
Exactly.
Nailed it. All right.
All right. Well, okay. That's for you, Nick.
Nailed it. Okay.
You're-
Sorry. Get back to this creepy story. So that was 2 in 1 night.
2 in 1 fucking night, dude. And
It was-
he had enough time to slash their goddamn throats and take their fucking
Taking
kidney
and
their
uterus.
their womb, yeah, their uterus, man. Crazy, dude. Crazy. And Kate, the newly freed from jail hooker, she just got out of jail at what was it, 1 o'clock?
Like that night.
Yeah, and then
Like-
44 minutes later, she was.
So
found
she
dead.
hadn't even been out doing the whoring.
No, well, maybe she
She
was.
may have
know
had
that.
a couple. I'd say maybe 2
Dude.
on her way to there.
Just,
I mean,
I'm out of jail.
just-
Found
yeah.
myself a John. Got
yeah,
another-
she just got out of jail. She
Maybe-
got to get that money.
Or
between
maybe-
jail and home.
Or maybe he was planning it.
Well, maybe.
Maybe she got out of jail and first thing she did is like an Uber. She's like, okay, that guy. He's the closest guy. Is like, okay, that's my Uber. Do you want me to blow your pussy and all that shit?
Wait, what?
That's me like a parrot.
Yeah, but blowing a.
No.
You got the wrong genitalia. You got you fucked that up.
As people are leaving the jailhouse, I mean, you never
I
know.
mean, that's every
And
time I get out of jail, I'm like, oh, I gotta blow
That's
some
the
pussy.
first thing you
no,
think
they
about.
just have
I mean,
to find a ride. So you never know what that means.
I guess.
Well, okay. Let's move forward a little bit.
What the?
This is only a couple days later.
Yes, it is.
Let's see. Why don't you read that there, Nick Ryder?
Is it a letter?
I'll read the
Oh, you're gonna
the
build it
highlight.
up?
Yeah, you do the build up.
I'll do the build up.
That's right.
Are you doing the letter? Or am I
I'll do
doing
the
both?
letter. I'll do the letter. I want to do one.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm doing the last one. You do this. You want to do this one?
yeah. You want me to read the build-up?
I mean, it's.
No.
I'll
you
read the build up.
All right. Do I get music for this or no?
Here we go.
All right. Saucy Jackie postcard.
Oh my.
The postcard was postmarked October 1st, 1888, and received the same day by the Central News Agency. The handwriting was similar to the Dear Boss letter.
Similar.
It mentions that 2 victims were killed very close to one another, double event this time, which was thought to refer to the murders of Stride, Long Liz the whore, and Eddowes, Cade the freed from jail hooker.
That's right.
It has been argued that the letter was mailed before the murders were publicized, making it unlikely that a crank would have such knowledge of the crime. But it was postmarked more than 24 hours after the killings took place, long after details were known and being published by journalists and talked about by residents of the area.
Here's what it read.
I was not courting, dear old boss, when I gave you the tip. You'll hear about Saucy Jackie's work tomorrow. Double event this time. Number 1 squealed a bit. Couldn't finish straight off. Had not got time to get ears off for police. Thanks for keeping last letter back till I got to work again. Jack the Ripper.
Oh man.
Okay, so did they print the first letter?
I don't know if they've printed the first letter. No, they did. They did.
They did?
release
Okay,
it.
because how he talked about cutting ears off and stuff. I was like, man, that would
It's
be like
pretty
surefire
specific,
way.
right?
This is how we know it's the same person.
Yeah, we didn't mention that, but they did release.
But
that.
if they had released the letter, then anybody, copycats.
Yeah. So yeah, what are we looking at here? He said about the double murder that just happened 30 days past September, April, June, November. So this happened on September 30th. Long Liz the whore died, and along with Kate the newly freed
From jail.
from
Yeah.
Hooker. That's right. So
and
and
then,
this was postmarked and received the same fucking day. So this means someone wrote it, put it into the mail. It was postmarked, and because it's a slow fucking day back in the day, it was sent off the same day and received the same day.
right. So
That's right.
they thought it might have been sent before, but yeah, I mean, he's talking about doing the murder, so no way it was sent before.
It's totally possible that he wrote it.
But it was
The day of.
postmarked more than 24 hours after the killing, so.
Let's see, what do you say? I had not got time to get ears off. He was gonna rip their ears off, man.
Well, yeah, he said that in the first letter. He was going to cut their ears off and send them in.
Yeah.
But
I had not got time.
but she was squealing, so he had to finish
Had
it up
not
real
got
quick to get away.
time.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
right
he
outside
didn't
of
want
a,
to get caught. Yeah.
right
Wait
outside
a
of a
second.
bar, so he had
not
to.
got time.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he wrote the letter and then did what he had to do.
Had to do it. He had
I mean, that's what he had to do because he wrote the letter, is what I'm saying. And so, therefore, whatever.
Oh,
a couple weeks
solid
later,
conclusion.
a couple weeks later, we get something crazy. A breakthrough in this weird little
breakthrough?
case. Not even a breakthrough, just something amazing that happens. So let's go to October 16th. Why don't you read this intro for me?
George Lusk, horseshoe mustache enthusiast, began receiving letters in mid-October from people claiming to be the killer. He had a very public stance on how the police should rethink their efforts on trying to capture this murderer, resulting in him receiving all sorts of creepy letters and even being confronted by some of these people. But on October 16th, a small package arrived on his desk in a neatly wrapped box. When he opened it, however, he then knew where this parcel had come from. Hell.
Here's what it read.
From hell.
Mr. Lusk! Sir! I send you half of the kidney I took from one woman, preserved it for you, cut a piece, I fried and ate. It was very nice. I may send you the bloody knife that took it out, if you only wait a while longer. Signed, catch me when you can, Mr. Lusk. Now, I must say there's a lot of grammatical errors in this one.
Right. The big difference between this and the other two. Well, first off, the other two both said Jack the Ripper. This one didn't.
This one didn't. It's
But
signed,
this
catch
one's
me
also
when you
riddled
can.
with grammatical and spelling errors, which the other two were not.
So maybe the whole time Jack the Ripper wasn't writing the letters and instead was the one that was really killing him. And he said, fuck, man, I need to... Come on, this guy's getting all the credit because those are sociopaths, man. They eventually... want
Right,
some
but
of that
maybe he actually wrote the first two, and this one was a copycat, because this one starts with "from hell." Like, he wasn't being, oh, hell, I'm crazy. I mean, yeah, he was saying fucked up shit, but he wasn't admitting that it was fucked up. He was just like, hey, man, this is what I do, and I'm going to do it again, and blah, blah, blah. And this one's like bringing hell into it.
Yeah.
So maybe this is a copycat. I would more believe that this is a copycat than the other two.
Especially back then, though. I mean, think about it.
Yeah,
as soon as you're
of
getting
course.
publicity in 1880,
18,888, that's right.
triple
18,
eight.
No, 1,888, that's right. 1,888. Call 1,888.
18,888.
It sounds like you're about to call that one of those old sex lines. Call 1,888. Hot lips. Well, it was examined over and over again.
You got to that one really quickly, Los.
But
Is there
the
a story we
kidney-
need to know?
You know, but that's the only one I can think
No,
of on the top of my head when I
it's
was
like-
growing up.
It's like
I used to stay up late.
69.
You watch like Howard Stern late at night, and it would be like they would have those
The
like
shows.
call 1-800 hot lips. I always remember that one, and that's what I go to. It's my go-to.
Oh.
Okay, all right.
So okay, it was examined over and over.
That makes sense.
It was examined over and over again. But the kidney, which was spelled K-I-D-N-E, no Y at the end, that was included in the package had been confirmed as human, but has never been able to be traced back to Catherine Eddowes. We all know her as Kate, the freed from jail hooker, nor any other victims of the Whitechapel murders. Because, first of all, they didn't have DNA back then. They didn't know how to do that shit.
Right.
Or
stupid. Even something like fingerprint analysis.
Well, we
these
can
letters
fingerprints on a kidney or what?
Well, maybe a fucking postcard or something.
Nah, there's a lot
Someone
of
had to drop it
shit.
off. I mean, he could have been wearing gloves. Gloves were fashionable. But, like, I would think that now, like, the first thing you do is dust the fucking prints. So you get a letter from someone saying they killed people, you dust the fucking prints. All right, who is it?
Yeah, but back then I don't think that.
I
was
know,
an
that's what I'm saying.
option.
They didn't have any of this. Like,
Yeah,
how
I think
they,
the furthest they were able to take it was, it's a human kidney.
right.
That was
And
the
then
extent of the
their leads
technology.
for the killer were like, well, somebody did it with a knife.
That's right.
And that's what we got.
You just got to ask everyone right there.
Did anybody see anybody walking around with some organs in their hands? Did anybody happen to notice this?
No, they kept to themselves back in that. Like,
But
Right, but
there
wasn't
weren't
proper
even
English people.
You're
cameras
saying there wasn't a lot
or
of forensic
anything.
evidence they could have gathered or
Exactly.
dealt with.
Nobody's
you
gonna
know, they
talk
weren't
to
going to
no
be able
police.
to do DNA or anything.
no,
So,
ain't nobody gonna talk to no police.
well, no,
Fuck that shit.
especially not when, you know, they're.
Oh,
They'll
fuck
probably
that. I
just
don't
like-
talk to no police.
Right?
Fuck that shit. Fuck that. Fuck that. Because I am from England. Fuck that shit. All right, let's move on here.
You what?
Yeah,
I bet.
Sorry.
Do fuck
Do
fuck
fucking
that
do.
in English accent.
Hey, like, fuck.
Do it in English
in an
accent.
English accent?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do it. You've got this.
Why do you sound like Sean Connery?
Fuck. You should
Fuck
know
you,
I'm
Sherlock.
the
That's
fucking
like Scottish,
crew.
isn't it?
Yeah, yes, that is Scottish.
I will
I don't know,
fucking
'cause I've-
kill you, Trebek. Ha 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 ha. No? Okay, fuck you then, Nick.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to
Fuck
slip into
yeah.
like Australian or something and
Oh, fuck
not
you,
be
Nick.
not be English
Oh,
at all.
fucking
It'll be
duck, duck,
terrible.
duck.
And then like our two
Okay, well, then
English,
be Australian.
our two
bloody
English
fucking
listeners.
lie, you don't fucking get this and bloody fucking that. You know, you got fucking lime and this and
Just let
fucking
'em keep
lime and
going.
that. Fuck you. You don't know who you
We
fucking
thought
talking
Brew
to.
World Order was going along. This
You just fucking. Who do you fucking think you was? You don't fucking talk
Fuck
to me
off.
like that. Oh, fuck.
you fucking wanker!
Fucking tell me to fuck off. Why don't you fuck off, you fucking wankers? You don't know fucking me. I
don't know
like
fucking
Irish.
you.
I'll fuck you up. Oh,
We're just going. Well, you know, maybe a
my
bit of
buddies-
Welsh, maybe a bit of Irish.
me
We're
and
just
my buddies
doing
will
the whole
fuck you up.
Irish.
You're hitting
Irish
everything.
community. Yeah.
Hitting all the demographics.
me and my buddies, we're gonna fuck you up. Just let me just tell you. Just let me just tell you. all right.
Hey,
we're moving on. We're moving on. Fuck all y'all. I gotta get a beer. But
Ditto.
you're gonna read this next one, okay?
All right, give me a beer too then.
Here, I'll get you one.
All right, here we go. Nick, we're actually going to travel to November 9th.
1888.
That's right.
Mary Kelly was not a lifelong whore, as these other victims have been. She had only recently started hooking as a way to pay for a room for her and her companion, unemployed fish porter Joseph Barnett, who preferred to wear an ironic walrus-like mustache. Kelly the whore's body was found by the push-broom-mustached Thomas Bowyer, who was sent to her room to collect the rent or put them on the streets. After knocking on the door and getting no response, he takes a look through the window and sees the wall behind the bed was sprayed with blood. On the bedside table was a mound of flesh, and there, on the bed, barely recognizable as human, lay the virtually skinned-down body of 25-year-old Mary Kelly.
Ugh. Man, there's another murder. Another.
And this one's
guy-
a lot different. He never skinned him before.
No. This one was
So
barely
this is like a
recognizable.
totally different MO.
Maybe he's just getting so into it that he's just like, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck I want, and he's really just letting go on this one.
Well, he had time on this one because
Really
she was
just letting
found.
go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, you got a new one. Wonderful, Lemon.
he had time on this one because she was in the apartment alone. I mean, he got in, just locked the door.
He was
take
probably
his
like,
time.
"Hey, I'm your fish guy."
Yeah, whereas
hey, gay.
Hey, it's me, Joseph, the fish guy.
Hey.
Huh? Hey,
Just
how
call-
you doing?
Call me Joe. Hey,
I'm the fish porter.
hey, look at my mustache. I
And
look
she
like a
probably
walrus, huh? Do you get it? That's why I got this mustache. Hey,
And she's probably like,
motherfucker.
I still don't bloody know what a fish porter is. You've never told me what a fish porter is.
Hey, don't
He's
worry
like, hey,
about
don't
it.
worry
girl.
about it. Just open the door, huh?
Forget about it.
Hey,
Hey, forget
let
about
me
it.
in it.
All right, so
And then she opens the door and gets skinned alive.
well,
Like, this sounds like where Ed Gaines got all his ideas.
who's
No.
Ed Gaines? Don't know
Ed Gaines was the inspiration for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh,
Like, when they caught him, all like of his lampshades and furniture was made out of human flesh and stuff. Like, he was...
maybe this was the beginning of him.
I don't
It's
know.
great speculation. What time was this? Maybe the timelines match up.
I don't think. But
Well,
maybe.
there were a few other murders, but most researchers agree that they are not the work of the Ripper.
Well, I wouldn't think that... See, I wouldn't look at this and think it was either.
Well,
Like, granted, she had turned to hooking. Which
that's
is said
the
finally.
most commonly. I think that's why we all go for that
Right,
one.
but like the other ones, the skirt was lifted up, kidneys, wombs removed, things like that. But it was never like blood sprayed everywhere and piles of flesh sitting there and bodies skinned.
Well, that goes back to like what I was saying, that he had time, because when he was doing it in the streets, like you have, I don't know, maybe a minute,
And he was able to remove.
And so this
a
is
bunch-
like,
real
oh,
quickly.
man.
But this one, yeah, he had time to sit there
It's like
and
he could really get his jollies
yeah,
off.
exactly, and
Wow.
that was probably his motivating factor.
I agree with you.
Could
100%.
be. Could now that
I mean, because he was taking their reproductive organs. You know, who knows
Yeah.
what he was doing with them.
But did he? But this one didn't say there were any organs missing. She was just skinned.
Well, they were in a pile. They had obviously been removed.
I
They
think
were
the
laid-
flesh,
yeah.
as
They
he
were-
was
they were
skinning the
laid out.
flesh off, that was just like her skin. He was just setting to the
No,
side.
it sort of was neatly.
Well, no,
laid
like her
across.
liver was. I remember specifically her liver was down between like her feet. Her pancreas was on like removed on the right side of her body. Like just
Okay,
organs
see,
were placed
now that wasn't in the
out
story
and
here.
about.
Well, we're not telling that story, really.
I mean, we could have taken it really, really dark on this. You know, this is the rated R version.
Because you know what, I
And not the
definitely want to point out that we got
NC-17
all
version?
of our information from jacktheripper.org. I think there's hyphens in between each of the
Yes.
words. Jack hyphen
You had to
hyphen
reel it in a
Ripper.org.
bit for gruesome purposes.
They've got. I just wanted to have some fun with telling the story and everything, and use it the eerie voices.
Come on, now, because
You know?
let's be honest, this isn't a serious.
I don't think-
podcast.
Well, no,
However-
let's not be absurd.
However, I don't think that they have this theory on there, because something Brandon wanted to bring to my attention. Like, I'll just read what I have here.
Okay.
No one has ever been arrested for these terrible murders. There is some speculation that a man called H.H. Holmes, famous for being one of the first documented serial killers and
I am aware of
building a murder castle,
H.H.
they
Holmes,
could have
yeah.
he could have been the Ripper.
Dude, now he would be interesting to do a show on because
We
I brought
should.
him up during Idiot or Idiom once.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't remember that. We should pull that.
but I brought him up. Yeah, he had this fucking like he had a store, I think a drug store, like on the main level, and then all the floors above it were like
Oh,
this
yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
like
No,
hidden
that
chamber.
was in the basement. But
was in
yeah,
the
I think there were like some hidden hallways and stuff like
and
that.
they had like murder rooms and stuff, and
Totally,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah.
like spy holes, and yeah, he was.
So it's unlikely due to the conflicting timelines that that these two are one and the same. However, the murder castle was built in 1887, so that's 1 year before Jack the Ripper. So perhaps he had time to build the castle and then take a ship to Europe, kill some hookers for practice, hop on another ship back to the U.S., kill some people and take out some insurance claims on them. Shit. I mean, it's totally possible.
Well, and also the murder castle was built in 1887, but it doesn't mean he has to be there. Like,
Right.
he's not physically building it. He could have contracted it out You
But
know,
he has to
he
be
was
there
a
to make
doctor,
the.
right?
He's got to be there to go. I need a secret tunnel from here to there. Don't say fucking anything. I'll fucking just make the goddamn tunnel. Don't fucking argue with me. You know, he has to be there to talk
I guess
about that.
maybe, but
I think it would have been more plausible for him to actually build it himself, though. I mean, because you don't want the secret to get out. Oh, hey, I was building this thing,
You're
and
right.
it's got
So
secret
It
hallways.
just leaves it so that people will fuck around.
But I was thinking that gives him more time to get back because it took a long time in the 1880s to get from Chicago to London.
Yeah.
So you
have to
can't
have a
like
ship down there.
finish brick and mortaring up this old fucking kill tunnel and then just hop on a boat and scooch on over to London and then start carving up bodies in the streets. You know, like
Just
I
doesn't
mean,
work out that
unless
way.
this guy's just got amazing stamina.
He might.
But I don't
don't
know.
know
Like
that.
that just it.
Well, he was convicted later.
Holmes
Trouble caught up, yeah. Mr. H.H. Holmes. He caught up with him in 1894. Then he was hanged 2 years later. So I guess it's possible he's the one and the same.
It
could be. It could be.
possible, but now did he killed people in myriad of ways, right? He wasn't just like a.
Yeah, he wasn't doing anything like he didn't kill hookers.
So the MO
it was
doesn't
just
necessarily
any-
fit.
Emma was that he was taking out insurance claims on these people. He would
Right.
Take them.
So
and then
as
put out
whoever
insurance
came
claims,
in to see him,
and then he would like lay them out somewhere all dead, like maybe it was an accident. or
sort of
something.
like
it didn't work.
Sweeney Todd,
I guess.
except a doctor, not a barber.
Sure, I suppose.
You know Sweeney Todd, the demon barber.
No, I've
come
never
in-
seen it.
So
People come in to see him and he kills them. Anyway,
last thoughts here, gentlemen and Lemon, Gentle Lemon.
Yes, I'm back.
We'll get
and we're back.
And I've been on an
we'll get to you
I've
next.
been on an
We'll get to you next.
adventure.
So
Excuse me. I've been on an adventure.
what were you doing?
She was getting us all
I was
beers.
getting everyone beers.
She was giving us all beers
Let's
so that
play
we
a game.
can.
Which ones
fucking
are which?
toast.
You don't know because I didn't give you. Oh wait, I gave.
Oh.
I showed you. Cheers.
Well, dudes, awesome. I want to
All right.
hear some last thoughts here. So, Brandon, what are your last thoughts on it?
You know, aside from the timeline thing, and I know that's a big issue, I really feel like it's a very probable case that Jack the Ripper could be H.H. Holmes.
No, it's not. Come on.
I mean,
How is he getting to London from wherever he's from? Chicago, I guess we were saying.
yeah, I mean,
Oh, he
it would take a little bit of time, but I don't know, man. Like, there's
these
handwriting.
These didn't start till the very end, like September of 1888. So depending on when his murder castle got finished in 1887, he could feasibly have over a year to get to London, which is doable.
And yeah, and these murders all happened. Jack the Ripper, what?
Couple
How long did
months.
it happen?
So he's out there
I mean,
practicing
it's-
on hookers, and
could
then he
be.
goes back and he goes and he doesn't do any insurance claims or anything like he was supposed to, like going to.
Well, you think they
No,
can't
it's a
even
practice run.
They can't even afford a room? Like,
Yeah. they're
how's he gonna
not-
get insurance claims on him? He's just,
He's just practicing.
which is why I
killing-
guess they progressed.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was getting more comfortable. He was honing his skills.
Nick,
That's
do
what
you,
that speaks
do you
to me.
agree with him on those last thoughts?
You know, I'd never really thought about like. I don't really believe it. Now, if that was discovered, I wouldn't be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I can see it, but I'm not necessarily fine. In fact, going through this, I'm not even sold that all of this is actually the same person. Like the letters
Was
and
it
the
the last
murders-
one that did it for you?
Yeah, that
Someone
one
just
and
going
the
out there and they
letters.
hate
The
hookers?
letters definitely are not all the same person.
Just going GTA like on that shit, Grand Theft Auto on them on those hookers, maybe using them and then
Right. Well,
paying
like,
them and then killing
I'm
them
sure
and
there
taking
were
the money.
there were other murders
'Cause
going
they were
on.
robbed.
Well, there were, but it was the specific
Right,
set
right.
of murders that are they all shared a pretty similar MO, except I don't know. You would say the last one doesn't. I would say it perfectly makes
means
sense for
he's-
the MO. He's getting better. He's getting cleaner with it. I mean,
Maybe.
aside from the blood all over the room, he's not cleaner, but you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I to me it sounds like there's some copycatting, or I don't know. They're lumping things together because there was no idea. There's no way of knowing. It's all completely up in the air. So these could all be like completely random things grouped together by the police at the time.
And the only common thread is
You
that
know?
they're whores.
They
Yeah,
were
I mean,
they were
that's-
whores. I mean, the first two letters signed off as Jack the Rippers,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sure they had similar handwriting and stuff. So like, feasibly they could be linked together. But the third one didn't say Jack the Ripper. It talked about hell. It was a lot more gruesome. It had errors that the first two didn't. So like, that seems like a completely different person.
That
you know,
seems more
Are you talking like
the
a
Ripper to
hoax or
me.
something? Like
Well,
somebody
like a
just writing
copycat,
in?
just
Okay.
coming in and doing it. Like, maybe, yeah, could just someone else. Was the handwriting the same? Was he using red ink? Like,
No.
you know, I mean, these are things you got to think about because copycats are a fucking thing. That's why they hold things back when they tell stuff to the press and
Yeah.
release stories. They hold a lot back because they, for some sick fucking reason, people want to like claim that they did it.
Because it's publicity.
I guess like
When
their
you think about it,
life,
especially back then.
What is it about their life that's like, man, I want to pretend to be a serial killer and get thrown in jail and die.
Pretending to be who you're not.
But to
But-
them, maybe just being known for something.
Maybe
is-
Exactly.
right. So they have to like keep on the hunt because that shit happens all the time, and I don't think that's a new fun one. I think that sort of thing has always happened, and the third letter seems like a big case of that to me. So I'm not sold that this is all even the same person.
You know, I
think Jack the Ripper
I have
might
to
be.
agree with you,
kinda
Lemon.
get
What do
an
you think about all these
umbrella.
killings?
Well, I didn't hear the last one fully because
It's okay.
I
She was getting magic
all the
happen.
beers.
That's right.
Pretend you did and just
Based
chime in anyway.
Well, based on what I know, and what I feel like I know is that it was definitely a couple different people. And by that, I mean,
You know for sure it's a couple different people.
because regardless, there has to be at least two people that help with the whole process. I mean, think about like a surgeon that, is a doctor that does all those type of procedures to get those vital organs out of your body. They have to have an assistant of sorts. So therefore, there has to be at least two people
Well, they have to have an
involved.
assistant to do it precisely and surgically to keep you alive and sterile. They don't have to if you're just a person on the street and they don't give a fuck about your life. They'll just slash you open and cut
Right.
it out. So they don't necessarily need an assistant for that.
It would be helpful.
Well, sure. Sure.
Yeah.
You know, Dexter got a lot better in season 5 when Julia
Don't
Stiles
spoil
was
it.
helping him out.
I don't know about all that.
Spoiler
dude.
alert.
Yeah, I'm not
Hey,
that far. I'm not
it
that
went
far.
for 7 seasons, all right. It still went on
After
after
Trinity, it's. I think it started going downhill. Well, no. Deborah found out and shit, all that.
That's when it really went.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was 7, so.
Regardless, like there's got to be a couple people involved because
Dexter dies.
if it was just one person, if it was just
Thanks.
one,
Doesn't.
if it was just one person,
If it was just one person.
if it was just one person, then he wouldn't go all around and about, trying to change it up to make everyone think, oh, is this one person or not? He doesn't fucking care. He's like killing people. So therefore, he's probably either working with somebody else or somebody else is like,
I don't know. They could be material.
I'm gonna
Have
take.
you seen
I'm gonna
7?
do what he does. He's getting all this attention on the
could be.
newspaper.
Wow.
Could be.
My last thoughts here, guys, is that it was scary, and it has to be more than one person.
My last thoughts were it was scary.
It was scary, guys, and there had to be more than one person, of course. We didn't even talk about like the clean apron that was found with the second victim. We didn't talk about the linen that was found that was from when Jack the Ripper cleaned off his knife and wiped his hands and left it. And we didn't talk about the chalk marks that was up. We didn't talk about the racial stuff where the Jews were blamed for the killings because they wear leather aprons, and that's kind of what leather. We didn't talk about that stuff. We just want to talk about the deaths because we're more morbid than that. But
There's definitely a lot more involved with this topic.
which
Like,
is why, if this interests you at all, you should definitely
This is a very
check out
in-depth
jacktheripper.org, all whatever the website is. Those guys are cool.
Well, and it's so old. It's like how do you?
And there's
Right,
really they didn't
it's
keep
a
records
guy-
like we do today.
almost got its own mythology around it
Yeah.
now at
Exactly.
this
Totally
point.
has.
It actually does. Ripperologist is what
Yeah.
they're referring
Wow,
to.
Yeah.
okay.
Ripologist or ripologist?
I believe it was Ripperologist.
Stupid. I would have gone with ripologist.
Well, but
Jack
his name was the Ripper.
I would have gone Jack the Ripologist.
Ripologist sounds like someone studying farts.
The Ripper.
Jack Ripologist.
Got
Jack
a point.
Ripologist. Anyways, guys, we got a new game to play.
Speaking of,
But listen to this. Listen to this
sounded
music.
like a baby elephant.
I don't have any music to play. Here,
What do you mean?
I don't have any music to play.
What does that even mean?
But when we come back, we're going to play a brand new game. All right, you guys, we're back. That's right. Mm-hmm. So let's play a little new game Brandon's brought for us. What do you think?
Audio Jungle.
Yeah, none of that.
I didn't like that one too much.
All right, so
I was on the fence for a while.
That was really intense.
Off the air. Let's change that again. I gotta fix that. Right. Are you guys ready to play a new game? Because our show is Let's Do It.
I feel like I'm riding a horse. I just successfully defeated the evil sheriff or something, and I'm riding off to the sunset.
Or you have 2 coconut shells.
Or I have 2 coconut shells. Graves to Robin.
Welcome, everybody.
To the game that shall be named.
We do not have a name for this game, and that's actually going to open us up for the listener poll for this week. What should the name of this new game be? Answers will be after we finish the game. You guys don't even know what the game is. Brandon is going to... He just got a new game for us.
Yeah.
So, Brandon,
Break
take
it down.
it away, buddy.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna list 4 items that they all have one common link, and
Okay.
you have to essentially link these 4 items together to get to the
answer?
The
The
answer.
Yeah, to put it simply.
That's right. Okay, so, like what? Give us
Do
an
we want to
example.
do an example?
Let's do an
Yeah,
example.
give an example.
Here we
Give
go.
an example.
Here we go. You ready? Scotland. Body of water. Tree fitty.
Okay. All right. So we can...
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
How would
say
we
buzz.
how would we buzz
sorry.
in?
We should have covered that. Yes, you're going to buzz in, air quotes, with your name.
So you say your name. So I'll say Los, you say Nick. Lemon, you say...
Oh, is that my, is
Or
that my name?
Buzz.
Thanks.
Yeah.
She's going to say Buzz.
Yeah. She's Buzz.
Buzz.
Well, she's also the Honey Nut Cheerios mascot, Buzz,
Buzz.
as well in her
That's
part-time.
right.
So
Buzz.
that
Okay, then that makes sense. Yeah.
So that is her name.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
so I guess we all get the idea of the game.
Sadly, we can't have any. I guess we'll just have to have.
Is there
Jess
anything
play
else
it.
we
It's
should
like-
know about it, like half points and
Yes,
such?
yes.
How do we get
The
points?
scoring.
The scoring. How do we score?
The scoring may sound a little complicated, but let's hope it's
That's
not.
why you're in
Let's
charge
hope
of
it's
it.
not. Yeah, let's hope it's not for my sake. But basically, I'm going to list these 4 items. Once you buzz in with your name, if you get it right, that is 1 point. If you get it wrong, that is minus half a point.
Ooh, you lose points.
Yeah,
in
you
this.
lose points. So make sure you know the answer.
Oh, shit. Okay.
So, just
Why not just
be ready
minus
for
1
that.
point? Why are we breaking it down?
It just makes it interesting.
Or why not go with 2 points or minus 1 point
I mean, we can minus.
instead of decimals?
It makes it fun, man.
Okay, all right. I'm just asking.
Hey, this ain't your game, bro.
I know. I'm just trying to go back to. Just ask the questions that I think the people at home are going to be asking. All right?
Well, because I wanted to make it where if you do answer wrong incorrectly, you've still got at least a decent chance because essentially 2 wrongs is 1 right, is what I'm getting at.
All right.
So, and that's just my motto for life: 2 wrongs equal a right. I mean.
Well.
No, I think
Look
it's
at you.
2 wrongs
Shit face.
don't make it right.
Oh man,
Well,
I need to reevaluate my life.
your
then,
entire
guys.
life.
Yeah.
Well, let's
That's
play this
okay.
game.
All right, let's give it a
That's
shot.
okay.
All right. Got the same transition music.
All right.
Don't worry, this is our first run of the game, so
Yeah.
we'll be more
Number
prepared with
one.
its own special theme and effects and everything
That's
by
right.
next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, exactly. It's a trial run.
Number
okay,
one.
here we go. The 99's American aviator. First transatlantic female solo flight.
Los.
Los.
Amelia Earhart.
That is correct.
That's right.
Ding, ding.
All
That
right. Thank you, everybody.
That is 1 point.
Okay.
All right.
You guys kind of get the idea now?
I
This
see.
is fun.
All right.
All right.
Sweet.
And
Took me 3 tries to get it, but I got it.
oh wait, yes, and actually
That should have
another
been.
caveat in the rule. Yes, if you buzz in before all 4 clues are listed, you get points per clue listed.
The point score goes
Oh,
down.
so he
as
gets
each
1
of the
because there
clue-
was 1 unread clue.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
he gets an extra point.
Yes,
I see.
exactly.
There was 2 unread. One unread.
One unread because
Okay,
I didn't get
see
to the
how-
last one. Which
I know.
You didn't get a
if you're
3,
curious,
okay.
the last one was not Charles Lindbergh.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Are you ready for the next one?
That is actually worth a quarter point.
Quarter
so you get
points.
1 1/4 point
1 1/4 points.
That's
for
right.
that one. So yes, here we go. Number
Let's
2.
play the unnamed game, which you guys. Nick wants to call it. What the fuck is it?
I think it should be called "What Am I?"
What am
Well, it's not
I?
always a specific person, so don't get caught up
No,
on
but-
that.
But
but
you
that-
can
What?
personify an object.
What
Sure.
am I?
Yeah. Okay.
And we
I
need
get
to
that.
cut that as the intro clip, is her voice saying
Well,
that.
I think I will now. That's right.
It's the
Yeah.
"What Am I" game.
We might have a
The
have
What
a
Am I
name.
game. Okay.
Okay,
So,
number 2.
Let's
Number
play. What am I? That's right. For the Golden Jazz Master.
No, for the... Okay.
All right, whatever. We're moving on. $200,000. Parachute.
Los. DB
Los.
Cooper.
That is correct.
Yes, suckers.
Understand?
Wow.
I think he's able to see your laptop.
I'm
is what I
kind
think.
of starting to think that.
Yeah,
I don't
he's just reading it straight off your
Even if
fucking
it's
laptop,
inadvertent,
Jason.
because like I've made it pretty small, like to the
No,
point where
wait,
I can't.
Look
really
at how
do
he's
that.
even
No,
sitting kind of
no,
angled
no.
over that way.
Everyone's.
I mean, honor system.
I'm
I'm
totally
giving
honor
him benefit of the
system.
doubt.
have
Like
you
you know,
guys not heard his nickname before?
no. What's his nickname?
Los, the mystery man.
That's right. That's right.
I had a
That's
different
right.
nickname for him.
Therefore, you don't know. You don't know. He's not.
All right, so you
can
actually
call
got
it
that with
Uranus.
All right,
with
Sarah,
2
take it
clues left on the board, so that's an extra half
half
point.
a point.
That is
Worth
right.
1 and a half points.
Let's play.
Dirty
Wow.
nerf herder.
Who am I? What am I?
There's only 2 more questions.
Well, shit, fuck.
yeah, you guys gotta get going.
All
Here we
right,
go. Here we go.
Here we go.
5 U.S. Navy bombers. Florida. Puerto Rico.
Los.
Los.
Bay of Pigs.
Incorrect.
Ah.
Minus 1 point.
Oh, damn it.
And the last clue, open to you guys, Bermuda.
Damn
Bermuda
it.
Triangle?
You gotta say your name.
Oh. Nick.
Buzz.
Nick,
Bermuda Triangle.
he buzzed in.
The Bermuda. What is the Bermuda Triangle, Brandon?
I mean, that is. Can we do that because is that too close to Jeopardy? Royalty reasons. Either way. All right.
That was only 5 bombers?
Well, that was it was 5 U.S. bombers. That was the first account that kind of made people think something is
in
up.
one account.
Yeah,
I was like,
Flight 19.
I thought a lot more had gone down.
Yeah, that was the first, that
Okay,
really
alright.
got the publicity.
All
All
right.
right, on the board with 1.
Let's
Yay.
play. What am I? For the Golden Jazz Master.
All right.
We got to think of a different prize for this one. Different game, different prize, man.
You got it.
Yeah.
The Golden Fender Stratocaster.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
Come on.
The Golden Tomato.
The unicorn headband.
The Unicorn Headband.
Last
Here we go.
one.
Here we go.
last
Here we go.
one.
Here we go.
Labor union leader.
Los. John Gotti.
Incorrect. -1.
You dick bag!
I lost all my points.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of the name.
All right. Here we go.
Soprano.
Number
Tony
two
Soprano.
clue. Los, you're actually
You're
out.
out.
Yeah, you're actually out.
Shut up over there.
All right. Number 2. Affiliation with organized crime. Pardoned by President Richard Nixon.
Fuck.
Legend says he's part of New York Giants football stadium.
Oh,
Hoffa.
God damn it! That's
Sorry,
what
Nick,
Jimmy Hoffa.
that is correct.
That's who I wanted to say. I don't know
Remember,
why I
because
said
I
Gotti.
wanted to have a game called Lay Offa My Hoffa,
Yeah.
where we discussed all the different Hoffa theories.
Maybe that's gonna be the name of this one. Lay Hoffa
Lay Offa My Hoffa.
for the Golden Jazz Masters.
That's right, Hoffa. That was Jack Nicholson that portrayed him in film, right?
For the Golden Cat's testicles.
Ooh. All right, Nick. Well, hey.
Well, dude,
All right. Well,
congratulations.
the counts are in. The final score is Nick 2, Los 3/4 of a point,
Damn it!
and Lemon. Sorry to say it.
This isn't my game.
Yeah. Thanks for playing along, though.
Thanks for being great at the gate, but shit for stamina, Los.
Well, you know, I did. I came out swinging, but I hate those rules where they make it so that you have to.
What makes it interesting?
All right, I guess.
Well, where you have to answer correctly? Is that the rule you hate?
What is this? The SATs?
Where I have to fucking get it right? What the shit? I win on a technicality.
I know that's kind of horseshit that you answer one question correctly.
I got 2 right,
You got 2.
and you got 2 right. You just got them a bit earlier than I did, but then you got 2 wrong also.
Yeah, but you didn't have the balls to answer. And you should have.
Well-
you should let me. You know what? Because I'm losing points, you should make them like quarter points so that I can keep answering and I can.
No.
You know, lose more points.
No.
Fuck you, dude. You don't have any fun with this game. You don't know how to have any fun with this
No,
game.
man. If you jump jump the gun and answer wrong, then you're out.
It actually was
That's
a nice
why
little
there's a
idiom.
buzz.
Yeah, we actually did that idiom. Jumped the gun.
I like idioms.
She wanted to play the idiom or idiom game, right?
Idiom.
I think she just wants to hear the song.
Idiom.
All right,
Aw.
you guys. If you
Baba
like,
Booey.
that's
Baba
it.
Booey.
That's it. Nick Ryder's penis.
Oh.
Los Abui. If you like our content, please give us a 5-star rating on iTunes. Join the community on Facebook. Search Emergency Exit Podcast. We have been tweeting live, and we love to hear what you have to say about the show. So find us on Twitter at EMEXPod. That's EMEXPod. Lemon, what is it?
What?
May is National.
E-N.
What's our Twitter handle? EMEXPod.
Pod.
Pod, that's right. And you know
Pod.
what? And did you know,
Not pod.
Lemon? Did you know that May is National Tell a Friend About Emergency Exit Podcast Month?
Actually, yeah.
Weird.
Yeah,
I just heard about that today.
Yeah, so go ahead and make sure to tell your friend because it's national.
Idiom.
And
Idiom.
that's right.
Idiom.
And next week we'll play Idiot or Idiom. Thank you, Lemon. Do you have anything to plug? Come on.
I would probably have to plug my friend Emily Minty,
That's right, Emily. That's right.
holler, and my dog Lola.
Well, I thought it was a very lovely story.
Brandon, do you have any plugs?
No,
My
man. No
girl Lemon.
plugs. No plugs.
No plugs. Nikki, what are you doing this week?
I got. I had to bring a picture up. I've got Dublin Square in Fort Worth, Texas tomorrow.
Get yourself
It's an acoustic.
an original
show.
Dr. Pepper out there. You know what I'm saying? Dublin, Texas. That's where they got.
No, Dublin Square in Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh,
And is Dublin Square in the Culture District?
No,
Where? What
it's
district?
just off of 35 at Western Center.
Perfect.
at least it's one freeway.
It's around a bunch of highways and other chain restaurants.
Let's go. Just go
Well, that's
straight
what
up
makes
35.
us unique.
That's right.
So that's tomorrow, and then Friday we will be at Buck's Bar and Grill in Waterloo, Nebraska.
Fuck.
Ooh,
Get-
I actually,
Nebraska.
In Nebraska.
Get
I
Going
love
to
Nebraska.
And then
I've got
Saturday.
family there.
I do too. Well,
What
well
part?
now.
What part?
They're in some are in Lincoln, but most are in West Point.
Oh my goodness, I have family in Lincoln as well.
Holy shit! We'll talk about this off
Okay.
air. Saturday
Keep
the
plugging.
20th, I'm at Nathan P. Murphy's Club in Springfield, Missouri.
Dude. Thank you, Nick.
So that's where I'll
just
be.
go and check
So
out
for
Nick where he's at.
Any Exeters in Nebraska or Missouri, come on out.
We might have a few out there.
I might travel out there just for the
As
hell of it.
always, make sure you come up to me, tell me you're in Exeter, and you get a sticker. And I'll even post for a photo wherein I'm flipping off the camera.
I think that
Sounds good.
acceptable. I think that'd be cool to do that, don't you think?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
You know,
Who wouldn't want that?
we work.
Nick the Passion, giving the bird to the camera.
If you're still listening to the podcast at this point, which I know all of you are, you guys are listening. I know I'm seeing you guys out there on SoundCloud. You guys we're getting a lot of cats from San Francisco. If you guys are hearing me back in San Francisco, holler back at us. Send us some sort of what's up somewhere so that we can say hi to you back, and we want you to reach out. So next week on Emergency Exit, we got a very special episode. Brandon will inject 100 cc's of feces into Nick's knees. So for me, Nick, Lemon, and Brandon, that's right.